Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, the Batbran, here again with a brand new Gotham episode review. And let me just say, if you are enjoying this stuff, please go ahead, like, subscribe, and also comment on what what you thought about the episode and what you think about the new episode coming up. Anyway, we're going to get I'm going to get right into it. Well, anyway, it all starts off with Riddler's getting is getting ready to gets the kid Martin Martine or whatever his name is out of where he was being captured by Sophia Falcone. Sophia finds out about it. Wants Victor Zsasz and this other guy to go and kill Penguin in Arkham Asylum. They go after him, but Riddler gets him out of Arkham Asylum before they kill him. And where do they go hide? Well, they go hide at Miss Lee Tompkins' house, which if you watched the last episode, you know Lee Tompkins kind of wants to kill Sophia Falcone as well, because she messed up her hand and hit her hand with a hammer. Smashed her hand with a hammer. Well, she goes after him. Wait a minute. They all decide they want to work together. Well, a nice little cool little thing happens that I love that the Riddler's back. First of all, I love his comedy and his riddles and whatnot. But he's my favorite character in the whole entire show, other than Jerome. But he's shown. He goes after Grundy and he goes, "Hey Grundy, I'm smart again." And he goes, Grundy grabs him by the head and he goes, "So am I." And he throws him up against the wall and knocks him out. So yeah, and he knocks him out, and then Grundy brings him to, who was it? Tabby and, what's her name? I can't remember her name. Barbara. Yeah, Barbara. Which, something's going on with Barbara with these headaches, and something's really going on with Barbara, and we find out later in the episode, but I knew the moment it has something to do with the Lazarus Pit, because she was brought back by Ra's al Ghul with the Lazarus Pit, and obviously that stuff does stuff with your mind. And to a normal person, it does. And it messed up her mind. Or at least I think it is. I think it's giving her hallucinations and messing with her mind. Because if you follow the comics, that's what it does to a normal person. It makes them go insane. Or just every time you go down, you're afraid of what may come out of the pit. Because it taints your mind and does stuff to it and whatnot. But, then we go over to Bruce Wayne and Selina feels like she committed that murder over that Charles guy, and so she goes back to get all the stuff that she stole. We have a nice little cool moment between Bruce Wayne and Selina working together to defeat all these bad guys and stuff. It's kind of like a little Easter egg, because you're gonna see the future with Batman and Catwoman, so you kind of see that just a little snippet of what it will be like in the future with the two of them when they become their future selves. And yeah, so we have that, and what happens is, they find out that there's this person called Mr. Penn, who they go to find, because he has all the known information about Sophia and how to take her down and everything, and and just basically destroy her reputation and everything, and prove that she was behind everything. Well, Sophia comes after them with Victor Zsasz and everyone. But before that happens, because he was hiding out in a spa, before they come over to this spa, Mr. Freeze, they come up with this idea. Mr. Freeze freezes Penguin in a block of ice, and brings him to Sophia, and he gets his money. Well, he got over $100,000 to continue his research to save Nora. And then, wouldn't you know, he had that. He gave this little device to Penguin to break out of the ice really quickly, and they grabbed Riddler. And at the time, Riddler was at Sophia's house being tortured, trying to find out where Penguin was. He never told him. And Penguin's asking, where is he? Where is he? Where's Sophia? First of all, he asked, where's Sophia? And they said they went to go after Mr. Penn to go get him, before James Gordon got him. And right before that, and then right after that, he sees the Riddler hat, and he said, okay, where's Edward Nygma? And then she says that he says that they're going to take him to the dock and kill him, which just really the same dock. They send him to the same dock every time just to kill them. It's kind of getting a little old seeing that dock. So, but then we go over to the spot at the spa. And at this spa, stuff happens. Like, apparently, what's his name? Gordon gets shot in the side, and he tells them to go, get out of here. I will stop them. I'll hold them off. While he's shot, he takes down all these other guys, and Harvey gets out with Mr. Penn. And Lee's like, "Where's Jim?" She said, "He's in there. He's wounded. He's badly wounded." Sophia's after him. Sophia's in there with him. She goes in there with him. He's running away. He runs out of all of these ammo, and then he kills all these guys, and then he gets shot again. Sophia shoots him. He goes to the ground. Then he shoots her again, or she shoots him again. At first, we think that I thought he was going to die right here, because he's laying on the ground. He's laying on the ground. He has no ammo because he tried shooting back, and boom, he couldn't. He was out of ammo. He's laying on the ground, and she says, "Beg me." She goes, "The crazy part of it all is, I still care for you. I still love you, and if you just ask for my forgiveness, if you beg for your life, I will give you another chance, and I will act like this never even happened, and we will start anew." Well, he tells her, "Go to hell." She points the gun at him, getting ready to kill him. She says this is where our story ends, and then bang, right in the stomach. And then she turns around, she says, "You?" And Lee goes, "Yeah, that's right." Bang, and then right in the head. Dead. Well, so we think. Then we get transported to the hospital bed where they're at, where James Gordon is at, and he's in this bed. He's still recovering, obviously. He was badly wounded. And he asked what happened. Harvey was right there. And he asked Harvey what happened. He said Lee basically kept you alive with one hand, and still kept you alive until the emergency teams got there, the EMTs, to save you. And And he asks, where's Sophia? She's in a coma. Okay, I got one problem with that. She got shot in the freaking head. Normally that means you're dead, right? Right. And then she goes on, speaking of, and I have another wrong problem. James Gordon made a good point, because she wanted to rule Gotham. She goes, coming from the guy who, she goes, oh, didn't you think, she said, don't you think my dad wanted to do, he said something about ruling Gotham. She goes, didn't you think my dad wanted to do the same thing for 30 years? And he said, yeah, but he goes, coming from the girl that killed her father. And she goes, yes, I killed my father. She goes, because he disappointed me. Really? You killed your father because he disappointed you? What? You are messed up in the freaking head. Like, seriously, that's messed up. That is so messed up. But, anyway, back to what I was talking about earlier. Anyway, he asked, where's Lee? And then we find out Lee's back in the Narrows, taking care of Samson. Taking Samson out. And guess what she does to repay the favor that they did to her? She gets a hammer, gets his hand, and she smashes his hand in with a hammer. A hand for a hand instead of an eye for an eye. I'm beginning to think she's going to become some kind of crime boss or something. She's gonna turn evil. I see that happening. But what else was I gonna say? Oh, and then we see some other scenes and whatnot. And then we see the scene I was most shocked about, the whole thing. They're sitting at the club, Barbara and Tabby are. And also, one thing I really liked in the episode too, before I say that about that, the relationship between Bruce Wayne and Selina Kyle is strengthening once again, and you're beginning to see them team up in the future. They're beginning to see them team up again, and in the next episode, you're going to see it again even more too. So, yeah. But she keeps having these headaches. She's starting to have hallucinations, and this is why. Her hand starts glowing. She looks at her hand, and her hand starts glowing. Like electricity. And at first, I'm like, oh my god, is she going to start developing, like, electric powers or something? Then she turns around, looks, and she sees Ra's al Ghul walking towards her. Ra's al Ghul is supposedly dead. But she's seeing this. She's hallucinating. She's going nuts. The Lazarus water is making her go nuts. Either that or Ra's al Ghul really is alive again. Which is possible, because Ra's al Ghul comes back many a time. And we see that in the comics all the time. So, that is a thing. But let's jump right into what I think about is going to happen next week. Next week, we kind of see a preview of a massive breakout in Arkham. Mad Hatter. All the villains will be showcased in next episode. We will have it's going to be huge, because Jerome's going to escape. He's going to lead this breakout into Arkham with all these escapees. We saw Mad Hatter in a clip, so Mad Hatter's going to be back. We're going to see, I'm hoping we see Scarecrow again. We're going to see many people who we used to see back in the day. We're going to see them again. So that's going to be awesome. And, we're going to see more darker Selina, because, it seems like it's going to be more of a Bruce Jerome episode. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be more of a Bruce and Jerome episode. More of a Bruce, Jerome, Selina episode, because Selina's now supposedly in the mix now. But I think, because right at the end of it, Selina's holding a gun to Jerome, and she goes, he won't do it. She won't do it. She's not like that. She won't kill me. She's not like that. She's like you and won't kill me. So I'm beginning to think, and there was these new leak folders that came out that Joker is coming, because apparently there was a very pale-faced Jerome, and he was in this like Joker, like new, like the like Killing Joke Joker with like a purple suit, purple like plaited suit almost, and a purple hat, and he had a very pale face. I'm telling you right now, Joker's going to be coming. And from what they're saying, it's his relative or something, or cousin or something. So Jerome's probably going to die for real this time. And we're going to see this other Jerome, or identical twin or cousin or whatever, become the Joker. And I cannot wait, because there was these leak photos that were released by other. I saw many of them over on Twitter and whatnot from people that leaked them, and on the internet, and it's just got me more and more excited for that, and I cannot wait. But let me know what you guys think what you thought of the episode, and what you think is gonna happen in the next episode. I love the episodes when we have the fight scenes with Jerome and Bruce, because it's kind of a glimpse into the future of Joker and Batman, of what we're going to have in the future, and I can't wait. So yeah, let me know what you think, and as always, stay awesome, my Dark Knights.